Joining us now is Ben Ayanian, who is with the Young Voices Innovation Fellow there and contributor, to talk about artificial intelligence and where we're at with, we need some guidance and some governments, and we better get some regulations going here. Ben, welcome in. Thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me on this morning.
So this artificial intelligence got me a little spooked, and I think there's a lot of people that are going, well, okay, wait a minute now. This is it's pretty cool, but on the other side of the coin, it's pretty ugly. Could take my job. It's going to get ahead of us. Is it going to be making decisions that and it's going to get out of control before humans can actually put the toothpaste back in the tube on this? So even the guy that started ChatGPT, Sam Altman, and OpenAI CEO there, spoke before the Senate Judiciary Committee on privacy and technology and the law and where we are. And he says, yeah, we got to have regulations on this because even I, this inventor of all of this, or big inventor of all of it, is concerned. Elon Musk has even said, we better put the reins on this and get control of it before things get out of control. So when he gets before Congress and says we need to put regulations, that's where my ears perk up and go, wait a minute. We're asking the government to regulate something here. So I'm nervous anytime somebody calls the government and says, hey, come on in here and tell us how to do it and control us. So where are we on this, in your opinion, with AI?
Yeah, so it's definitely worth taking into consideration that leaders in this space are expressing concern about the possibilities of artificial intelligence. But personally, I don't find the arguments, the positions that are calling for, doom, imminent doom in the near future of some kind to be very convincing. I think that techno panics are quite common, throughout the last couple of decades, and artificial intelligence certainly presents some unique challenges. But I think that we should all be skeptical when leaders of certain industries go to the government calling for regulation of their own industry. We've seen this in the past. Facebook called for regulation of social media because they were tired of the backlash that they were getting for their moderation choices. But if we look at these companies, regulation would actually help them in the sense that it would impose regulatory costs on competitors and potential competitors that would hurt them far more than the leaders in the industry. And so it is, to a degree, a barrier to entry and a barrier to competition. And so I think that we need to be really careful when we talk about regulating something like AI, and especially when members of the panel in Congress spoke approvingly of the Nuclear Regulatory Commission, as a model possibly for AI regulation. I mean, that's really concerning as well, because the NRC has basically regulated nuclear energy out of existence, out of the prominence it was once in, and we don't want to do that to a revolutionary technology that really could benefit human beings in innumerable ways that we can't even fully predict right now.
Well, Ben, look, I'm with you on this. I'm not a big fan of government regulation in a lot of things, but on the other hand, are you not concerned at all that artificial intelligence has the potential to be quite detrimental on the other side of everything?
It certainly has the potential to displace jobs and possibly at a rapid rate. I would caution, people from being so certain of what effect it's going to have on jobs at the end of the day.
Right.
We have seen panic about unemployment throughout history. Every time a new technology pops up, there's a great page actually on the Cato Institute website by Jeffrey Myron, where he lists countless times where leaders or journalists, media members were all panicked about the effect that technology would have on employment. And his examples date back, to 69 AD all the way up until,
Right.
the late 20th century. The International Metal Workers Federation in 1989 predicted that within 30 years, as little as 2% of the world's current labor force will be needed to produce all the goods necessary for total demand. It's 2023. 4 years past the 30-year mark from that prediction, And certainly we look at the unemployment rate, and that's just not true.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. I'm with you on that. I do think there's some great applications for it when it comes to, medical procedures and helping us in positive directions. But I also do believe that we've got to be cautious with artificial intelligence in that it is spitting out what is put into it. It only regurgitates what somebody has put the knowledge of into this whole artificial intelligence being. So, and when it can't come up with the right answer to, like on ChatGPT in a certain category where you're going, it's now starting to fill in the blanks. And is it real or is it not real? So I think we got to keep an eye on it. Ben, thanks for checking in with me. I appreciate you. Ben Ayanian there with the Young Voices on artificial intelligence.